All right, all right. If you've been with me all day, I thank you so much. If you just joined, don't worry. We're going to re-air not the entire thing. We're going to cut them into individual episodes so you'll be able to go back and watch. But stay here because the next lady coming up, and I do mean lady, the next lady coming up is now a great friend of mine. We are, as we like to say, sisters from another mister. I love talking to her. I get great ideas. We've got projects coming up, and she was just knighted. Yeah. Okay. Crystal, correction, Lady Krystylle Richardson, are you out there? I can't hear you. Why are you muted? Hold 1 second. There you go. Let's try now.
I'm here. I am here with you. I am here. I am here.
Wow. So before we get into anything else, tell me about the experience of being knighted. How was that?
It was an honor. It was humbling. It was amazing. It was even more than what I imagined with all that we discussed earlier during the day of what it really meant. Like we knew a little bit about what it meant, and I thought that I had an understanding, but when Count John Shin went into the details of all of what we would be doing to serve humanity, to serve women and children, and all of the charities and the various committees for the camps, and all of the things that we will be doing to pour into people, it was more than what I expected. And so I am so thrilled, so honored to be able to serve. And that's what it really is. Being a lady is not about a title. And I actually posted that a few days ago on my timeline with a few pictures, and I'll have some other things coming up, but it's about being able to serve. And there is a code, a knight's code of honor for knights and dames, and talking about, the valor of it, and being able to serve, and just what it really means. And there's way more to it than the word serve, but that is what I'm holding on to, because that's what it means to me, is that with all that I already do with the homeless and at-risk youth and all of that, I will be able to partner and serve from this perspective, which means that I can do even more and bring people along with me to do more. So I'm super thrilled.
Hold on, but you've been serving your entire life. That is what you've been doing your entire life. And every time we talk, you've got a new project. You're helping a new organization, a new individual, a young person. You've always been doing this. So I would say you've always been Lady Krystylle. We just got through the actual ceremony, but you've always been doing this. I'm telling you right now, your family, your friend, I'm not bowing when I see you. That's not happening. I'm not doing it. That ain't gonna
happen. And you better not.
Just because I might come on stage. Wow, just because you said that, I like go on stage and bow.
You're silly, but that is a part of what it is. It's just giving honor to people and recognizing people for different things that they've already been doing in their life. And so we are going to be having more investitures, bringing on more knights and dames, and I really am looking forward to being a part of just all of what's being planned. It's just super amazing. And so we'll be sharing more on that, as the weeks and days come. And there's even more that's happening above and beyond being knighted. There's some other things that are happening too. So I'll have even more juice to share with you here pretty soon.
Ooh, I can't wait. And maybe, down the road, I'll be Lady Tigo. Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, back to work. You just made a shift recently. You made a shift to JD3 TV. What is that all about?
Yeah, so I, just like a lot of women, and I just want to just give a shout out to International Women's Day and to you, Teresa Tigo, for what you're doing to highlight people, to share all of the amazing journeys that people have, and just your amazing energy. I've been tuning in bits and pieces throughout the day, and we all need to give honor to you, actually, for what you do for all of us. So I just want to kind of get that out there. And so the shift that I've just made, I'm on my vacation week in between my shift, is going from being where I've always, again, been willing to serve. And this has been serving in the healthcare genetic research realm. And with a lot of the different things that I do in media and teaching media, public speaking, and doing TV shows, radio shows, and all of that as being like maybe a really big part of my heart. I was doing both. Okay. And so I had to make a decision. And a lot of women are in this position right now where you have to look at yourself in the mirror, just like I did this morning. And I want to get just a little bit raw. I know we only have like the 9 minutes, but I just want to say how this shift came about. And part of it came to me this morning when I took my shower, I washed my hair, and I'm just standing there drying off, and I'm just naked in the mirror, like truly, actually physically naked, and standing there and looking at myself and just realizing that a lot of women, men too, but a lot of women, being International Women's Day, have not taken that step to actually truly look at themselves and look inside of themselves and be okay with who they are. And when I looked at myself, all my bumps and bruises and scars from various surgeries and, maybe a bulge here, a bulge there, and different things that are going on with maybe my skin and different things like that, that I am who I am for a reason. And God made me who I am for a reason. And God has given me the ability to do very well analytically and do very well from a creative perspective too. So using my left and right brain, as they say. And in that, I had to come to grips with the fact that I can even say to myself, and other people have said too, that it's okay to go ahead and make a shift at this time in my life. It's okay to go from the corporate America portion of my life and the serving from a genetic research and engineering and all of that perspective to still doing a little bit of that with various inventors that I meet with and will be meeting with even this coming weekend, but moving into something that I just love and adore and really is a passion of mine related to helping people get their voice out, doing exactly, part of what you're doing right here, which is being able to help people to amplify who they are and to look and dig deep and be okay with that, because doing that helps other people and other women to be able to do the same thing. And so I am stepping totally full-fledged into the second part of what I'll be doing in this portion of my life as the Executive VP of Operations and Innovation for JD3 TV. And with that comes a lot of great and awesome and amazing responsibilities, but really utilizing every single thing that has happened to me and that I have made happen and that God has allowed, using every single little thing to pour into all of the show hosts, all of the people who are subscribing members, pour into the business portion of it, pour into the software techie portion of it, and really just use all the gifts and talents that he's given me up to this point to transition here. And so sometimes people are not okay with doing this fear jump. And one of the names I have is the jumpologist. And so sometimes it's not where you can walk into something. When an opportunity comes and when something comes your way, and you sometimes can think on it and pray on it for a long time, but sometimes you just have to jump. And it should be, in my opinion, where you're already asking God to order your steps. So when something like this comes along, you can go ahead and say yes, because as my husband said, you've been practicing your whole life for this, so you're going to do it or not. So like he likes the bottom line stuff in like one sentence, like deliberating this and that. It's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, look, you've been practicing your whole life for this, and now is the time. So you need to just go ahead and do it. So it's like a one sentence decision for him, related to my life, which is our life. We've been married for 30 years, but I just thank him for that, because that allows me to not just have where I make up my own mind, but having a partner in my life that kind of makes things like that easy. So it's a jump, it's a transition, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I'm just tickled pink over it.
I will tell you right now that I'm super proud of you. It's like I met you a few months ago, and every time we talk, there's something that we're both doing at the same time, We were both thinking we both like sloths. I mean, how is that possible? You know, and it's just, I am
I
super
don't even know.
proud of
You
you.
hear what she just said? We both like sloths. And I saw one today on a commercial. He was just like, just going like, who even knows what a sloth is, first of all? But you both are, love and adore sloths. Like, yeah. So you're always copying after me.
No. I'm not copying after you. No.
Yes,
But
yes,
we
yes.
are
That's
doing
one of the
things
proper things
together all the time. What do you tell people about fear when they say, oh, I want to be on a talk show, but I'm scared? Oh, I want to start a business, but I'm scared. Oh, I've been married for 30 years and we've done the same routine every day. And my husband tells me to get out there and go for it, but I'm just too scared. What do you tell them?
It's basically what I just did. Just take that deep breath and then just go for it. Like, we all have where we hopefully I pray that everybody has some kind of religious belief. I'm a born again Christian. I'm actually an ordained minister as well, missionary evangelist. But it comes a time where we have to realize that, the devil, like, he's doing his job 24/7. And if we're going to allow him to be on his job and we're not on our job to step out and do the things that we already know that are deep down inside of us, or if we have not taken that time to look at ourselves like naked and see, like, what is it that I really have? What is it that I really want? What are my goals for my life? What is the impact that I could have in the world? And then just do all of that and then just sit on it. Then what good is it? What good is it? So I believe truly in jumping, walking, crawling, however you need to get there in various areas of our lives. Yes, I was just knighted as a lady, but it doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I have different things that I'm catching up with and getting done. But we always have to keep moving. So sometimes fear and sometimes, the adversary we're stagnant only because of that. Because we have the fear of the unknown, the fear of what's coming next, the fear of failure. But what about the fear of not even having it be a fear? But what if everything does go right as opposed to everything going wrong? Mm-hmm. What if people do laugh at you? What if they do? Like, so what? And you can turn that around as well. So the definition I have for fear is FEAR. And there's a lot of different definitions. Mine is fresh energy awaiting reset. Fresh energy awaiting reset. So you're fearful and your heart is pounding because you're scared. You can easily turn that over into it pounding because you're excited. And some of it just has to do with how we use our words based on what comes out of our mind down to our mouth. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. But you can say, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And your voice is trembling. You're on stage. You have the mic in your hand, because you've seen people like their hand is going like this.
Oh yeah.
And say, oh my gosh, you know what? And so just own it. Own the fear and step forward, jump forward anyway. Like, guys, my hand is shaking up here. I am so scared, but guess what? I'm also so excited. And I just want to pour into you today. I just want to just, give you what is on my heart. And I want to share these experiences and blah, 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 blah. Just turn it, just own it and just say it. And then have people clap, have people jump, have people do whatever to harness some of that energy and move forward. So I say it's fresh energy awaiting reset. And don't let anybody or anything take that from you. Use it, reset it as a positive.
You're amazing, my friend. I got to ask you, I already know the answer, what you're going to say, but I'm going to let you say it. When the cameras aren't on, when the mics aren't on, you're not on stage and you're not the creative executive that you are for JD3 TV, what does my friend, now Lady Krystylle Richardson, do for fun?
What do I do for fun? Well, my fun isn't necessarily the same as other people's fun, but I'll just go ahead and let you know what I do. So I love to dance. I teach dance, and I have a studio location, and sometimes it's here too, right here on the other side of where this camera is by my piano. I just love to dance. So I'll go and just put on some music really loud and just be me. Or I'll go to the studio. Sometimes I'll turn the lights on or I'll leave them off, and I'll just dance and just twirl around and just really get into the music. And I have a gig bar. Those of you who may know what that is, it has like all the lights are flashing and it's spinning around, and I just have my own little concert. And then part of what I also do is I love to sew. I create my own clothing, and I'll be having a clothing line come out maybe sometime down in the future when I don't have anything else to do. I
Okay,
just
so
made
20
an
years from now.
afghan. I just made an afghan out of some really fuzzy yarn and stuff. And so I like to create. And sometimes I create by writing chapters in my book, or I'll do a commercial, or I'll do something that is related to creating, where some people are like, well, that's not fun. Yeah, it is fun for me to create commercials. It is fun
Yeah,
for
me
me
too.
to create different things from a media perspective, and just to do anything and everything with my hands. It is fun for me to read a technical book, or watch a technical video on YouTube and then apply some of the methods. Like, that's fun for me.
See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by we're sisters from another mister, because we do the same thing. 3 a.m, I'm sitting up watching some tech video, and my family's like, really? For real? But that's fun for me, and that's when I
Right.
have time to do it. I didn't plan the order of the interviews today. I sent out the links and said, pick the best time that you have, not
Right.
knowing that you were going to be wrapping up the show with me. And I couldn't think of a better way to wrap up. Can you tell me, please, before we call it a day, what's International Women's Day means to you personally?
Well, since I'm wrapping it up, and you can just put yourself back on the camera, because I know you've been interviewing everyone, I want to hear what it means to you, and then I'll say what it means to me. How about that? So,
You know,
Teresa Goss, what does International Women's Day mean to you?
you know what? Not my government name. 1, 2. International Women's Day means being able to not only share your message, but share hope, share passion. There are women that are watching this all over the world, in some countries that some of us don't even know exist. There are so many tiny places on this planet. And because of cell phones and internet, we're able to reach into those worlds and share those messages. So for me, it's giving that hope, that dream, and showing people the yellow brick road, and being able to say, hey, it's here. We are here. If you want to step out there, if you want to go for it, you got a net. It's called us. And that's what International Women's Day means for me. Now, how about you, sis?
So all over the world, let's just give a round of applause on what it means to her, and thank her for all that she's done for all of us on this day, International Women's Day. And so for me, and I thought about that because I heard that you've been asking everybody this question, and it does have to do with the word hope, but it has to do with each and every word of the day, International Women's Day. So from an international perspective, we are women, not just on this day, but on every day that we are given breath. We are women. We are women. So to me, every day is International Women's Day, because all over the world, we all have various things that we're struggling with. We all have triumphs. We all have things that we wish we could do better. We all have things that we do well, and sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit. We all have where we are looking deep down inside of ourselves to understand, why am I here? What is the impact that I could have? Do I even matter? And so for International Women's Day, it means to me that I am a part of a bigger group. I am a part of a bigger force. I am a part of a bigger impact, because together we have done a lot already as women, and together we can do even more. And I am going back once again to me standing naked in the mirror this morning, is what International Women's Day means to me, is that we can help one another to be okay with who we are. We can help one another to not just be okay, but also help one another grow in the areas that we have expertise in, and to bond with one another, maybe even cry with one another, and have compassion for one another as we lift one another. So I have a website. It's called iacceptme.com. iacceptme.com. And I made that 2 birthdays ago because of so many women, all different shapes and sizes and colors, and maybe even multicolors. You know, there's various different skin conditions where you're different colors, or you have blotches, you have different things that are going on where we don't really do a good job a lot of times, I feel, in accepting ourselves. So International Women's Day to me is a time for me to say that I'm thankful for who I am. And if there's anything that I can do to help other women to be able to say, I accept me, that's what I want to do on today. And that's what it means to me, is self-acceptance.
I love it. I love it. And I can't think of a better way to close out International Women's Day today. And if you guys don't remember the website she just shared, I've been telling you all day, go to Tigo Direct. Crystal was one of the first people to sign up for Tigo Direct. So you go there, you type in Crystal. I don't know if we have Lady Crystal in there yet, but we'll make sure we get it there. And you'll see her profile, send her a message. It'll end up in her inbox. And believe it or not, she is so fast in getting back to you. She's busier than I am, and she still beats me to the punch every time. I thank you, my sister, for being a part of International Women's Day today with me. I know we have so many more journeys to take.
We do. We do.
Talk to you soon.
We'll be setting up some meetings. We have stuff we need to do.
Yeah, I know. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today. 29 women, one day, 15-minute interviews. They were fantastic. Dr. M couldn't make it. She's the one that couldn't make it today, but we will get Dr. M's interview, I promise, and we will distribute it to you so you can check her out, because she is awesome and amazing. You know, I've been saying it all day. Go to Tigo Direct if you want to reach out to these ladies or anyone who's ever been on Expert Talk. You know, we're on every day, Monday through Friday at the 9 at 9. So come check us out at the 9 at 9. And all of the interviews that happened today will be edited and distributed as individual episodes and on 40 plus platforms, audio and video, including our network, podnation.tv, where you'll find it on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. So you can't tell me, don't tell me, Tigo, I can't find it. Yeah, you'll be able to find it. I thank you for watching, as always. I thank you for supporting us, as always. And as always, I'm Tigo. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.